Shri Ramamurthy.
Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, I thank you for giving me this opportunity and deem it a privilege and honor to make my maiden speech on the motion of thanks to the President's address. Before I proceed further, I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to my beloved party leader, the President Srimati Sonia Gandhi ji, and the Vice President Sri Rahul Gandhi ji, and other senior leaders of the party, both in center and the state. I also take this opportunity to seek guidance and help from all the leaders, senior leaders of not only my party, from the entire house of this August House in discharging and guiding me in this journey. Sir, a lot of coming to the motion. The primary objective behind the address of the Honorable President to both the houses is to present the vision of the government for the forthcoming year. But this year's address appears to be trumpeting the schemes, programs, and day-to-day working of the government, rather than giving details as to what the government is going to do in the coming year. Sir, I feel that the address is monotonous, visionless, insipid, and no less than run-of-the-mill. Nothing is mentioned about internal security and problems of the police personnel. Sir, many of my honorable colleagues have spoken at length on various aspects. I do not wish to repeat. With your kind permission, I only wish to concentrate on a very important and dear subject to me, the police reforms, which is not only sensitive, important, and is having far-reaching consequences. So I would like to mention here that our Honorable Prime Minister, while addressing the Director Generals of Police in Guwahati in 2014, envisaged the concept of smart police. Honorable Prime Minister has given a unique definition to police, which would be strict and sensitive, that is S, modern and mobile, M, alert and accountable, A, reliable and responsible, R, techno-savvy and trained, T. Since then, the entire country, the entire police force has been looking for transformational change, and it is more than 2 years, the smart police remains only on paper and reduced to Jumla. So I wish that the government of India, instead of giving slogans, should do something concrete in the areas of police reforms. Sir, when we talk of police reforms, I'd like to mention here that without proper, effective internal security, I think the progress of the state is not possible. There can be a situation where a serious lawlessness can prevail in the country if police reforms are not taken up in a very, very serious manner. Sir, when I mention about police reforms, the police are put to scrutiny every minute by everyone. It can be all of us politicians, it can be establishments. Everyone wants to put police to test. They would like to point out a finger at the police for all the misdeeds committed by so many people, and all that is pointed out towards the police, and police are accountable everywhere. But unfortunately, when it comes to reforming the police, in making them strong, effective, no action as such has been taken by anybody. Sir, when it comes to the reforms, I would like to concentrate on two aspects. One is manpower reforms, another is police station reforms or functioning of the police reforms. When it comes to manpower reforms, I would like to say the wages that the police get. In Kannada they call Kanishta Bille. I hope my friends here from Karnataka will understand. Kanishta Bille is the least amount. The police get the lesser salary. The least salary if any government servant gets, that is the police. That was the situation. Of course, in Karnataka the situation has improved a lot, and the police are treated on par with other government servants. But what I want to mention here, sir, that the wages to the police force, wages to the policemen, wages to the police system should not be clubbed with any other government department. The situation is different, the work function is different, the activities are different, they must be on different level. Their wages should be totally based on the risk factor, based on the effort that they are putting, and based on the other activities which they are supposed to perform. So they don't have bargaining power. They are a disciplined force. They cannot even walk to Jantar Mantar demanding their demands. Never they can do it, never they have done it. They are helpless. 92% of the police force comprises of head constables, constables, and assistant sub-inspectors. Sir, they are voiceless. Who is to take care of them? It is the government. The government should look at it. Both the state and the central governments should look at this issue very, very seriously. If they are not taken care, if they are not looked after, if they are not taken into confidence, how can they discharge the duties? What efficiency can we expect from them? So the recruitment process, it is very, very bad. It's very, very bad. I'm talking this out of my personal experience. So there will be, at a given point of time, there will be 25 to 30% vacancies in the police force. 25 to 30% vacancies, and you expect, everyone expects, the public expect, the governments expect, everybody expects police to be very, very efficient and honest and that, this and all that. But how can they discharge that duty? How is it possible when there is 25% vacancies in the police force? Even the 25% police force which is vacant, they are not able to allot duties properly, they are not able to get their leave, they are not able to get their weekly off, they are not able to enjoy even a single day with their families. When all of us here celebrate our festivals, when all of us here celebrate our own activities, ceremonies, police are there to give us protection. They will not be able to go to their houses, they will not be able to sit with their family, celebrate the festivals. That is the utmost sacrifice that anybody can make. And the police are doing this. And what are we doing for them? What are we thinking of them? Absolutely nothing. Once that police are recruited, sir, I would like to mention here that once a policeman is recruited, never gets trained again. Not many states have the system of training them often, equipping them with the latest laws, giving them knowledge about the various new weaponry. No, they are not. They are just, we see the policeman maximum in the current situation with a lathi. He is the person who is supposed to face the terrorists. He is the person who is supposed to face the Naxals. He is the person who is supposed to face the anti-national elements. He is the person who is responsible for everything in the police station level. And what is that we are doing for them? There is nothing that we are doing, sir. I would like to mention here that once recruited, hardly any training is given. There must be a system that is thought of by the central government, where training, just like the IPS officers, we all go for refresher courses. At every level, the middle level, the higher level, and every level we have programs. We go interact with other officers, other people in the entire country and understand a lot of things. A police constable, a head constable, a ASI, or a sub-inspector and an inspector hardly get any training once they join the service. They are finished. Whatever they learn in the police training schools, whatever they learn in the police training colleges, that's the end of it, sir, and they will not have any training facilities. So one very important aspect which I would like to mention is about the housing. Sir, police constables or police head constables in urban areas particularly will not get private houses, sir. Private housing is not possible for them. And police are the last preferred people to give or to get a house for rent. There are only 5.8 lakh houses as against 17.3 lakh houses. Where should the remaining policemen go? People are not giving them the houses. They are not recognized. They are unacceptable. They have to live in slums. Most of the policemen in the urban areas, sir, I have personal experience, personal knowledge that people travel from different far-off places in slum areas and come to the city, perform their duty, and go back in uniform to their houses in the evening. That is the situation of the housing should become a priority. It's very unfortunate, sir, that this government or any other government for that matter have not taken police reforms very seriously. And nothing about this has been mentioned in the President's speech or even in the budget. The allotment towards the police itself is very, very poor and very insufficient, sir. Sir, when it comes to police station reforms, the buildings where the police stations are housed, we have seen, sir, lot of these buildings are attacked. Lot of the buildings are attacked. The police are killed in the police stations itself. The police, they have robbed away the weapons in the police station. What is the safety of the police stations? What is how the buildings are formulated? How the buildings are constructed? In most of the places, the buildings are in very, very small hut-like buildings, sir, and there is no safety for the police buildings. A police station is a place where when public go there, they should feel that they have gone to a place where they can get justice. There will be no place for them to sit. There will be no furniture. There will be no facilities at all. And even for the policemen who will not have houses, all of them will come and stay in the police station. That becomes a resting place also for them. So we need to concentrate on this aspect very seriously. The furniture, the equipment is outdated. Sir, all of us are aware that the criminals now have fast-moving vehicles. They have the best of weapons. They have the most modern gadgets with them to deal with their own crimes and criminals. But what is that the police are having? What is it the police at the police station level are having? Absolutely nothing, sir, absolutely nothing. Can internal security can we be confident about our country's internal security if we don't strengthen the police? If we are not taking this matter seriously, will we be able to safeguard our own internal security? Sir, I feel the danger is very, very significant. It's not just away from us. It is very nearer to us. Unless we take up these police reforms very seriously, any time the internal security may collapse, sir. Sir, we have the weaponry is there and the latest gadgets I have mentioned. Sir, when it comes to police welfare measures, sir, one very sad thing is that we have what is called a benevolent fund. I don't know, it must be there in all the states. Sir, who contributes to the benevolent fund? Sir, policemen themselves will have to contribute for their own benevolent fund. Nobody is there to take care of them. They'll have to contribute. Every policeman will have to contribute 25 rupees. A head constable 50 rupees. An assistant sub-inspector 100 rupees. A sub-inspector, like that every month they'll have to contribute. Out of that, their welfare activities will have to take place. Is this what we are doing for the police welfare? Is this what we are trying to do something for them? There's absolutely nothing we are doing, sir. And the police are trying to do some cultural programs, some benefit shows and collect some money, and through that they try to educate the children from the benevolent fund. They try to get some medical assistance. This is all that we are doing, sir. It is totally, insufficient, and it is totally bad, sir. I think the police men need to be, as I mentioned, sir, the wages need to be fixed separately, not with other government servants. When the wages are fixed, the risk factor, the weekly offs, the holidays need to be taken into account. The sacrifice that they are doing in not availing. Sir, anywhere else, the human rights should have come into effect. The way the police people are treated, the way the police stations are functioning, if the same situation was existing in any other place, human rights violation would have come into picture long back. People would have prosecuted for doing these things. There's no voice for the policemen, sir. They're suffering. They're suffering. I would like this House to take note of these, problems for the police and see that some activities which help the police to improve their morale, to improve their economic condition is taken up, sir. Sir, I would like to mention here that from 1961, 30,000 people have lost their life. The policemen have lost their life in performing the duties. 30,000 people. I have greatest respect, regard for the armed forces, sir. I'm not mentioning it, I'm not comparing it in any manner. But the number of policemen who have died on duty, on the call of nature, call of duty, those 30,000 people, just like what our other friends are mentioning, sir, those people who are standing in the queues who died, they're not human beings. The same treatment is given to the police. These 30,000 people have died. And the number is increasing every year, sir. Every year the number is increasing. And we have on the Police Commemoration Day on October 21st. And the commemoration day, sir, who attends that function? Only retired police officers. The public are not concerned about it. There's still that colonial attitude, colonial thinking about the police stations, about the policemen, about the police, is very deeply rooted in the mindset of our people, sir. That should change. Sir, I feel, I do not know why it is not done so far, the policemen who die on duty, they should be treated as martyrs. Why they are not? Why they are not treated as martyrs? They have lost the best of their life. They have sacrificed so much, and they have died on duty. Why shouldn't they be treated as martyrs? I think we should treat the policemen who die on duty should be declared as a martyr, sir. And the supreme sacrifice of police goes unnoticed due to indifference shown by polity, media, society, and other established institutions. Sir, if the society doesn't recognize them, if the society doesn't take care of them, if the government doesn't take care of them, if we don't take police reform seriously and see that something is taken, then sir, there are serious impact will be there in the society, and the impact of the serving policemen will be too much, sir. So I'll take, sir, this is my maiden speech. I thought I'll get at least a few
15
more.
minutes.
Yeah, 5 more minutes, sir.
15 minutes over.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Sir, the police public relationship, I would like to just make a few mentions, sir. The mindset of the public need to change, sir. It's not just, it can't change just like that, sir, but efforts towards that by various agencies. Nothing is seen, sir, anywhere in the entire either budget speech or in the presidential address. Nothing is spoken about these very, very important aspects which will have a detrimental effect on the society, sir. If the internal security is proper, if the internal security is strong, the economic development will take place. The society will be peaceful. If that is not there, sir, nothing can be done and nobody can save the country. It becomes very, very difficult and impossible, sir. Sir, I would like to mention in conclusion, I want this House to ponder over and think of those policemen and officers who stay away from their near and dear ones in all important festivals, in all important celebrations, only to ensure that all of us happily celebrate them, sir. I would like this House and the society to think of those policemen and officers who face criminals, antisocial elements, terrorists, nexus, when they are either unarmed or ineffectively armed or less in numbers. They will not hesitate to go and face them, sir. They will not hesitate to get injured or get killed. They are doing their duty. And I would like this August House to see that the message of the police wellness is well taken and spread, and not use police for the political ends, not use police for the personal ends. That will not serve any purpose, sir, unless we take care of our policemen. They will not be able to take care of the country. So all that they require is public acknowledgement of their work, of the sacrifice and suffering. They need to be encouraged. They need to, for them to do better. We should stop using police for all personal gains. These things should start from this House, sir. It should become the primary duty and priority of the central and state governments to properly take care of most important so-called the strong arm of the government. If the strong arm, sir, for example, becomes weak, useless and ineffective, the outcome is left to the imagination of the House. There is a strong feeling that police are very corrupt. I do not deny that, sir. I do not deny the fact that there are black sheep in the police also, just like in any other department. But I feel, sir, 90% of the police force are sincere and hardworking. 10% black sheep are there. Because of the 10%, the entire department cannot be painted red. Because the 10%, they can't say that the police are bad. Because the 10% police reforms cannot take place. It is the duty of the government. It is the duty of the government to identify the black sheep. Take action against them. Improve that 90% to 95% or 98%. That action should be taken, sir. It is like any other department and it's more visible. Because the policeman, suppose I'm walking in Connaught Place, sir, a policeman in uniform, even if some 100 rupees or 100 rupees, the slip from his pocket, if it falls down, if he picks it up, 100 people will watch. They think that somebody has given money and is picking up. This is the mindset of the people, and that should change, sir. And I wish the 90% who are good in the police, are recognized, respected, and taken care. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Please,